I die today, I'ma go and get some money. If I die today, I'ma go and get some money. If I die today, if I die today.
Cold flows for a cold mind, see a new world, but I'm so blind. Kick rocks when your time's up, better start digging like a coal mine. Cold heart, seen cold times, it's a bold move, but the sunshine raise up when you...
Good morning, VeChain family. It's your boy Boomin coming at you with yet another video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell so you never miss a VeChain or a crypto update. Got these updates daily, and you don't want to miss them. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get this show started, guys. And today we got some news here. It looks like Interpol has issued a red notice for Do Kwon, the creator of the Terra Luna crypto. This is crazy, guys. International Criminal Police Organization, widely known as Interpol, has issued a red notice to Do Kwon, the co-founder of Terraform Labs and the Terra ecosystem, as the manhunt for the elusive crypto chief continues. South Korean prosecutors confirmed the red notice on September 26, as per South Korean media outlets. The prosecution declined to make any further comment on the matter, however. They effectively asked police officers in almost every nation to locate and provisionally arrest every individual in question, pending extradition, surrender, or other legal action. So nobody knows where Do Kwon is right now. Man did the race after his crypto crash, and then he created another crypto. South Korean authorities claim that Kwon is now a quote-unquote fugitive. Instead, it is evident that he is on the run. So this is crazy, guys. Prosecutors said he fled Singapore at the end of April, mere days before the Terra crash. So he knew something was going to go on with this, and he dipped out, and they have not been able to locate him. So, you know, this sucks for investors in Luna, but you know, I hope they catch Do Kwon. He probably did something. He probably degened crypto or knew about it. That's why he dipped out, and he caused tremendous pain throughout the crypto ecosystem, crashing everything pretty much. Celsius, Three Arrows, everything. So hope they catch his ass and bring him to justice. Let's go ahead and move on, guys. Thank you to Sebastian here. VeChain and VeCarbon. We're going to be talking about VeCarbon today, most of the video. With relevant national policies, more and more companies will begin to accept carbon footprint evaluation certification. That's where we're headed to now, guys. Carbon credits, carbon emissions tracking, all that good stuff. I'm not excited for it, but you know, VeChain is ahead of the game. They're getting things set up before majority of companies are getting things set up, and we're starting to see this sort of trickle in to companies that we know and love. More and more companies are talking about becoming sustainable, becoming green, tracking carbon credits. It's a way to really track pretty much anything when we talk about carbon, because, you know, let's just say if they wanted to outlaw something, they could say, oh, it produces too much carbon emissions, so you have to pay an insane tax in order to use it. That's how they were saying, that's how some people were saying they're going to control guns in the future, by making it so expensive, because in order to create a gun, it takes so much carbon here that you got to pay an enormous tax. So, you know, I've been doing my research on the whole carbon credit thing. But hey, if it's gonna happen, let's profit off of it. That's what I say. If it's gonna happen anyway, let's profit. So let's take a look at VeCarbon. VeChain's carbon tracking ecosystem here. This is carbon footprint. What is a carbon footprint? And the significance of corporate carbon footprint management. So what are the causes and consequences and significance of the importance of management of the carbon footprint of products by enterprises. Guys, this is translated, so it might not flow the right way. So number one, we have industry demand. Climate change is making developing countries increasingly challenging. In order to take measures to improve climate change, product manufacturers are increasingly being asked by retailers about the measurement of greenhouse gases in their products and the reduction of emissions. Many well-known companies around the world, including Walmart and IKEA, regard low carbon as a necessity in their supply chains. Some of them also require their suppliers to provide carbon label product carbon footprint certification, which can enhance the competitiveness of products or services, improve brand image. These ESGs, guys, if you do not comply, nothing will quote unquote happen to you. You just won't get the funding from investors if you are not ESG compliant. Okay, if your carbon is not net zero, if you don't have sustainable methods of dealing with waste, quote unquote sustainable methods of dealing with waste, all this stuff will affect companies' investment bottom line. On the other hand, in recent years, some domestic export enterprises have faced pressure from the carbon footprint report and product carbon footprint labeling from multinational customers. With legislative trends related to the carbon footprint of individual countries and regions, especially in the EU, the international community, in the setting of China's carbon peak and carbon neutrality goals, it cannot be ignored that Chinese companies, especially export companies, and demand in order to maintain competitiveness in the international market, companies that conduct ESG disclosure ratings will face unprecedented new challenges in terms of product carbon footprint and scientific carbon emissions reduction. All right, then we got some policy trends. We already know, I told you guys about how the EU is trying to ban crypto mining because it's not ESG compliant, takes a lot of energy, all that stuff. They're moving towards electric vehicles, okay? And then we have more carbon peaking action plan before 2030 in China, which is where they're trying to get to peak carbon emissions by 2030 and then get to net zero carbon emissions by 2060. October 29, 2019, National Development Reform Commission's overall plan for green living actions. Again, in 2019, state administration administrative measures for the use of green product labels, and so on and so forth. So, the concept of a carbon footprint is derived from an ecological footprint, which expresses the total amount of greenhouse gases in the process of human production and consumption activities in carbon dioxide equivalent, so CO2. Compared with single carbon dioxide emitters, carbon footprint is a life cycle assessment method to evaluate the greenhouse gas emissions directly or indirectly generated by the research object in its life cycle. The same object, accounting for the difficulty and scope of carbon footprint, is greater than that of carbon emissions. So, pretty much the life cycle of a product, throughout its entire life cycle, the carbon emissions will be measured. Okay. So, value significance of product carbon footprint certification. So this is VeCarbon here. This is the value and significance of VeCarbon. Responding to green trade barriers and improving international trade competitiveness. So like I had mentioned earlier, companies who don't comply with these ESGs won't be getting the investment, won't be getting the trade partners, pretty much kicked out of the good boys club. They'll be able to create product differentiation, improve product competitiveness, and enhance brand value, build an industrial green supply chain, reduce costs, and increase efficiency and improve operational efficiency, meet market demand and increase customer value, and promote corporate ESG publicly, enhance corporate image and brand reputation. Corporations don't care about their image or brand reputation. They care about profit, okay? And they see people seem to care about the environment and sustainability, so that's what they're going to say. We're ESG, we're this, we're sustainable. Give us your money. And you're not saying it's wrong or bad, it's just the way it is. Okay? So that's just a little bit about VeChain, guys. And again, real quick before we end this here, VeCarbon, one-stop carbon management system developed by Shanghai Tantalin, has a built-in carbon emission management, product carbon footprint management, carbon emission reduction management, carbon green ecosystem, which respectively incorporate carbon inventory accounting and carbon emission monitoring management. Product carbon footprint provides strong support for tracking management. So at present, VeCarbon provides services to many industries, including food, agriculture, automobiles, home technology, clothing, chemicals, construction, etc., and has had a number of personalized businesses around the low carbon field, such as accurate carbon reduction services for international management of enterprises and calculation of product carbon footprints, display services, carbon asset management and development, carbon neutral consulting services, and green financial services, etc., etc., etc. That's just a little bit more about the use cases and the reasons for VeCarbon. Like I said earlier, guys, you know, it's gonna happen. Let's profit off of it. VeChain is in front of the game. All right, guys, that's it. 885 days left to the next Bitcoin block halving, and taking a look at the markets, Bitcoin's up a little bit here. Nothing really to shake a stick at, guys. So I'm going to end this video here, guys. I love you all so much. Don't let your means be dreams. I'll talk to you soon with the Cardano updates. You don't want to miss it. Have a good day. Thank you for tuning in and watching daily VeChain and Cardano videos on Satoshi Boomin channel. I want to say a wonderful shout out to our wonderful Patreons here: Maryland for Crypto, Anthony Andrews, Faruz Den, Kyle Bachi, CryptoSVT.si, Angeltopia, DNC Vale, Leon Jackson II, Kragan, All Flare LLC, Lucky VeChain Token, and Catherine Braun. Guys, let's keep chopping wood. Don't let your means be dreams, and thank you so much for your wonderful Patreon support.